Okay, hello everyone. I wanted to get this video out to you ASAP because we're still in the Leo Sun Aquarius moon, full moon energy, wah, 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 intensity. Um, this is we still have the moon is still in Aquarius. It's the day after the full moon right now. Usually a full moon, right? It's like a 3 day experience, the lead up, the exact moment where it's just exactly full, and then the coming off of it, right? So, technically speaking, yesterday was the full moon. Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. This is July 30th, 2026. And I don't know about you, but wow, talk about intense energies, right? So, yes, my channel has a new name, Embodied Source. I've had a YouTube channel since, I don't know, the invention of YouTube, something like 2008, I think. My first video was of me doing a stretch for a friend to help them understand how to help with their sciatic problems. And it got like 30,000 views. That was back when you could get 30,000 views on a video just because people were interested. Now, there's the algorithm, whatever. Anyways, yes, new name, Embodied Source. I'll talk more about what that's all about very soon. But I didn't have a lot prepared to kind of introduce you to Embodied Source today. I just really wanted to speak to the moment and bring us into maybe a little visualization or ritual meditation to clear some energy, to get us centered in the topic at hand, which is being true to ourselves, being true to our self expression, being true to loving ourselves, and remembering to have compassion for ourselves and each other through these crazy times because people are very triggered right now. We are in a massive transition. There's a lot of chaos. People are afraid. There's a lot of fear out there. And there's a lot also of this feeling, this push to harness the power we do have and do something with it for the greater good. And question mark, how do we do that? Right? How do I answer the calling of my soul purpose? That is there. And also for some people, that question is way in the background because they're handling crisis after crisis in the moment in their lives. Maybe there's um, relationship breakdowns going on. Maybe there's physical health, family, you know, crises going on. And there's a lot of that and a lot of grief and loss around what could have been but didn't get to be. And so the all that is happening alongside what's going on underneath the surface, which is a bubbling up of let's get really true to who we are. Let's reconnect with our center. And I don't just mean nervous system regulation. Sure, that's part of it. Sure, we need to have some tools, right? We need to use them. We need to remember to go for our walks and take our long breaths and drink our water and do our tapping or our somatic work, or yoga, relax, go in nature, all those things, all important. But also, we need to liberate ourselves from the conditioning that has been imposed on us for hundreds of thousands of years that has kind of trapped us in these systems of mechanisms of control that have forced our personalities to become smaller and smaller and smaller so that we can fit into these boxes and check off all the categories, right? Are you a this? Are you a that? Right? And we have to like say, oh, I'm a that. Oh, I'm a that. And all that is the construct. All that is the externalized expression, which has created the disharmony, the discord in our world, in our families, our communities, and in ourselves. There's a schism that has happened. And I'm not just blabbing out stuff that I've read. this is this is my direct experience of my own life, of what happened to me personally, of what I have seen in hundreds of other beings, of people that are going through trying to reconnect back with themselves as well. For a long time, I was deep into the yoga community, and in some ways, I miss it a lot. You know, we had these amazing experiences in our communities. Really, it was the community piece of it that was so amazing, and the yogic practice that was so amazing, because yoga, just yoga in its pure form, without all the dogma and the lifestyle stuff and the identity stuff, is anything that connects you with the truth of your being. And that is yoga. So we have the physical form of the physical practices, which can sometimes look like, doing back bends and downward dogs and, all that stuff, right? All the asana, which is part of the practice. But, our bodies, our physical body is important. To get into our physical body is really important. Yes, super important, but not just for the sake of how we look or if we're doing something perfect or right. And also not just to feel better, because feeling better is great, right? Like clearing away all the stress and all of that is a wonderful result of doing yoga, yes. But truly, it's about connecting with ourselves. So I want to go back to what I was talking about with community, and that for a long time, I was very involved in the yoga community and how I really miss that. But it, like all the other institutions in our world, got co-opted by gurus, by commodification, by rigidity and dogma. And we started sort of like trying to be something we weren't. And that caused a lot of schism in a lot of people, because the act of being a devotee to an external human being can cause us to externalize our power. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't amazing what can happen when we get in the presence of an energy that someone holds that helps us connect with something more and mystical and greater and wonderful. But when we put that power on the other person and say, well, now I can only achieve that when I'm in their presence, then we have a problem, right? I can only achieve it when I dedicate my whole life to this person, right? So in the end, they're a person, and maybe they have learned some amazing skills of magic, of hypnotism, of uh, just charisma, right? Or even like they have a real talent to, just by being in their presence, you have an exalted experience, that presence, right? Some people have said that about me when I'm up in the teacher role and I'm sitting there and I'm guiding something or whatever, and they go, oh my God, I can only have that experience with you. I have to remind them again and again that no, maybe what you experienced while I guided you through that thing was amazing, but now it's up to you to go do that for yourself, because you can. It's the same with a psychedelic experience, which I've had many of, and I'm so grateful to the psychedelic medicines that I've had the opportunity to utilize for consciousness expansion and to clear away false programming. We can get attached to the substance just as much as the person to achieve a certain state of being. So I'm kind of on a riff here, but the core message underneath all this is about claiming our power and not being afraid of our own power, and unlocking the source of the energy within us. because we are each and every one of us conduits. If we so choose to be, we can be conscious conduits. So, conduit is just the thing that is the channel that the thing runs through, right? I am a vehicle, a conduit, a channel, a space for the divine, loving essence of light to be present here within me and radiate from me and send a ripple effect into the world around me. And in the process, I get blessed by it. And I'm blessing the earth. And I'm honoring the truth that we are beings in this amazing, wild, cosmic planet. Wow. Right. But I'm not special because we all have that capability. It just may be lying dormant. And it may be lying dormant for many, 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 many reasons. And if we come into this world with full access, but then quickly gets shut down, or maybe by age 7, or maybe later, the access to the divinity. And the divinity is not an, and you may disagree with me, but this is the way I see it. Divinity is not out there. It is all in here, and we all have it. Now, we may have a great teacher like Jesus Christ. We may have a great teacher like Mary Magdalene, right? Now, if we really look at their teachings, they're saying exactly what I'm saying, which is you can have this too. You are this too. You are that as I am that, and we are that. And I'm just showing you what's possible. So when we're trapped in oppressive relationships, whether it's family or marriage or work or religion or just social programming, whatever, that's going to be covered up. Our access to our source and our truth will be disconnected. And the Leo season is, we refer to it in spiritual circles as the Lion's Gate. And this is just a terminology that came down from the ancients regarding where we are right now, every year, seasonally, cosmologically, in alignment with Orion's belt, the star Sirius. And there's like this whole channeling thing going on with the cosmic energies. The solar energies are our light, our source. And when we have this alignment, it brings all this vigor, right? Now, maybe on the other half of the planet down there, you're not experiencing as much sun visibly, but the alignment is still there. The access can be more internally felt rather than externally feeling like you want to express. But every year for me around Leo season, the energy starts to pick up again after Cancer season, where we kind of like went into this sort of like, whoa, which this was quite a heavy month. I don't know about you, but for many of us, it was a very heavy month emotionally, physically, and mentally, kind of like a cloud coming over, because it was kind of forcing us to go into our emotions to get a good look. And the Mercury retrograde in Cancer combined with Cancer season, combined with all the other astrological things going on, and as above, so below, wildness on this planet, was a really heavy month. And Gemini season kind of came in with this spark, but then Cancer season was like, okay, but that kind of usually happens every year if you think about it. If you are a sensitive person in tune with these energies, and you are feeling, we can use the word empath. It's not that I don't like the word, I just don't like the word because it's sort of, again, it puts us into these categories. I'm an empath. Are you an empath? Are you a this? Are you a that? We're all capable of feeling. Some of us just are more sensitive to emotion than others, and more absorbers of energies of others, because maybe when we were young, we weren't modeled how to know the difference between what is mine and what is not mine. So empaths can either be like totally fine to be out in the world and connecting because they know what's theirs and what's not theirs, and they know how to kind of like move other people's energies away from their own, or they just can't be around everything because their nervous system is so fried. Maybe they're traumatized and they haven't been able to catch up with themselves and their lives yet, or there's a lot of toxicity in their environment that has really affected them, and so having compassion for all of this, we might use that term HSP, highly sensitive person. Maybe you feel like some days you're highly sensitive and other days you're not. you know I tend not to categorize, I tend not to generalize and stereotype. So but in terms of the Cancer season we just moved through and the heaviness and whoa, just kind of like going through it, we're still in that in a lot of ways. This full moon, whoa, talk about huge, maybe like amazing insights flowing through, but maybe also like a big explosion of emotion and a trigger. And where did that come from? Right? It's the unexpressed trying to come out and not knowing where to put it and not knowing how to express it without doing it in a way that might hurt others or hurt yourself, or not be directed in a way that's useful, might be combative, might be, but it's those old wounds, everyone. It's the old wounds coming up. And this is the times that we live in. It's the reckoning time when we have got to let that stuff move through to come out. And I have talked a lot about this ad nauseum about letting energy move, letting your emotions move, and how important that is, so that you can then clear your mind and be able to be aware of what you're aware of and get centered in your being and decipher what is me, what is not me, what is true, what is not true, so that it's not based solely on all the old stories, all the old programs, all the conditioned responses and reactivity, the patterns, the habitual thing we always say, thing we always do, how it's always been, right? So all this stuff is bubbling up. And so now it's like, okay, how do we hold space for that? So I'd like to do a little ritual now, meditation, visualization, whatever you want to call them. Usually when I do these guided journeys, it's a combination ritual, visualization, meditation. RVM, if you want, I guess. I'm making that up right now, but ritual, visual, meditation. And so let's just see where the energy wants to take us, because once we tap in, tune in, and connect with the heart, we take our breaths, we connect with Mother Earth, we set the space and we say, yes, that we are receiving only the highest loving light from the center of the divine. You want to call it God, source, all that is the universe, whatever your terminology is for the divine one singularity creatorness of life that is full and only love, full of and only love. That is the highest frequency vibration. So now we're going to slow this down. We're going to take some breath. We're going to open up. I'm going to say yes to receiving. Bring your focus down inside your body into the earth, and bring your awareness to the energy of the full expression of this now moment, the day after the full moon. Any weirdness going on in your mind right now, any chit chatter, any judgments, any shame, blame game stuff, just let that all go off and out and away and melt and dissolve into the light. And take another deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. And one more time, inhale. So the highest gift, let's find out what that is. Hands on the heart and belly, or in a prayer posture, or open, or wherever. your hands want to go, place them intentionally in a gesture of connection, of receptivity, of honoring and receiving and connecting and bringing it in. Focus your mind, your attention, focus your attention into the center here in your body, in your heart, in your gut, in your womb, in your throat, down. Focus down here into your body and breathe. And feel the presence of support behind you, holding you. It's like the gentlest hands on your back. The divine God, goddess, all that is, whatever you call it. Let the feeling of your support, of the guidance, of the presence of the divine mother, divine father, divine ancestral love, angelic presence, feel that you're held, you're supported, and you can lean into that. And that as you do that, you can hear more clearly, you can sense and feel more clearly the true voice of the true sovereign self within, or higher self, or wise mind, whatever you want to call it. It's here, it's inside here, it's in your heart center. It's down here. Feel it inside. Feel the presence of that spirit, your spark, your flame. We are opening the gate, the lion's gate. It is open, and we will step through it over the next few weeks. And so we are opening a gateway. And so you can imagine this beautiful gate opening. You're outside. It's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful gate. It's a gate that you're opening. And as you proceed to walk through this gate here in the next couple weeks here, right this moment, it's happening. You are owning, you're connecting with, you are calling forth your sovereign self. What does that mean? The sovereign self, self-directed. The inner authority is here inside of you. You are an inner dimensional being. We are all connected in the web, the field of life, together as one. And your totality of your being needs to come online within that oneness. Your uniqueness needs to come online within that oneness. That's the Aquarius and Leo energies. Right now, we still have the Aquarius moon and the Leo sun connected. So that Aquarius energy is about your uniqueness, your self-expression as an individual within community, within the family of humanity. Completely interconnected, interdependent with each other, and sovereign as individuated expression. And I want you to imagine, like, if you can notice, how dim is your light? How bright is your light right now? No judgment, just ask yourself, how dim is my light? How bright is my light? And ask yourself, is it safe to access my own power? Take a deep breath in and out and find out, is there fear around accessing and unlocking your own power? Is there fear around shining, around having your light fill up the space into your being and around you? Are you afraid to do that for some reason? And if so, ask yourself, why am I afraid to do that? And that's okay. Have compassion for the reason that comes up. Why am I afraid to do that? Well, there's a lot of different reasons, right? What is yours? Just sit with that. Maybe share it in the comments if you're brave enough to do that right now. I can think of some reasons that have come up in my life. I don't want to outshine others. I don't want them to think that I'm being egotistical. Or it means that now I have to stop playing a game that I was playing before that I didn't even know I was playing around being a victim. Like a lot of women, especially, we do this thing. Maybe and it could be totally unconscious, passive aggressively, and we don't even know we're doing it. But it's like we go into victim mode so quickly because that was the only way of being we knew intergenerationally, that we were shown how to be. That was just the way women are. Like, women are victims. Women can't get what they need because they have to be subservient. They have to be secondary to the man. They have to serve them or else they won't get what they need, right? Those masks we have to wear, those roles we have to play, because if we don't, then we won't be taken care of, or we won't be loved, or we won't be validated, or we won't be understood, or whatever. So why, or what is it that's scary about unlocking your power? Are you afraid you won't be able to handle it when it comes online, or then you'll have to do something with it, and that feels like too much responsibility, and you don't want to go there because it's hard, you know? And so whatever just came up for you, take some breaths with that. Invite in a beautiful, loving, white light, pink light, golden energy of the divine. Let it swirl down and come into your body and flow into your heart and come up from Mother Earth. Bring all the compassion of that loving, divine Mother Nature, nurture energy coming in to nurture you, nurture yourself. Hold space for the part of you that is feeling those harder emotions, whether it's fear, sadness, or anger, whatever it is. Give it space, confusion, doubt, worry, whatever it is. Sit with it for a moment. Take a breath. Beautiful. And now open your hands up. And let's be brave and let's claim an affirmation together. Let's feel that there's this fire, love, passion, purpose, Leo, Lionsgate energy that's coming up. And it's just this beautiful fire. It's so pretty. Maybe it's pink. I see a pink one. What do you see? What color is the fire? What's coming up? What's the flame that's rising inside of you? And imagine you're standing in the flame and it's not burning you, but what it's doing, it's burning away anything that is in the way of you claiming your sovereign self. And you're going to say with me, I am my sovereign self. And see how that feels. I am my sovereign self. I am my sovereign self. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am that I am. I am alive. I am powerful. I am love, loved, loving. I allow love to flow into my life. I allow love to be expressed through me and into me through myself. I receive it. I give it. I allow it. I live it. I am it. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and stay focused on that flame, that flame of love that's burning inside of you, the sacred flame. That's what the sacred flame is. It's the flame of pure, unconditional love that is here to guide you and all of us as we step through the Lion's Gate 2026. Take a couple more breaths with this. Do some journaling when you finish this video. Let me know if there's anything that came up for you that you'd like to look at or process or clear or move. Feel free to reach out. I am taking new clients, so you're welcome to book a session with me. More to come, my friends. Blessings. Keep rolling with the changes. I think the next video is going to be about how to work with anger and how sacred rage is part of the process of what we are going through in this transformational time. So thank you for joining me. I will see you all very soon. Ciao for now.